Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update. Yom Teruah, Feast of Trumpets declared. And we are September 21, 2017 on a Gregorian calendar. And it is official. The new moon has been sighted. And this photo credit is courtesy of Lea Fitchlee of whenisthenewmoon.com, and you can see the littlest tiny sliver of the new moon right there. I'll leave the cursor right underneath it. And whenisthenewmoon.com, this is a group of people located northeast of Jerusalem, Israel, and they follow the ancient practice of Rosh Kadesh. Rosh Kadesh means head of the month. There are people who are trained witnesses to identify the new moon. When the moon goes dark, witnesses are looking for the tiny sliver to emerge. It is a tiny crescent that is noted briefly at sunset on the western horizon. And they do this every month. So God operates on a lunar calendar, and Jews have utilized the following procedure every month for thousands of years. At the end of a lunar cycle, the moon is dark and is not seen for 2 to 3 days. The new moon can be identified during this 2 to 3 day period. Hence, of that day or hour, no one knows. The month begins at the sighting of the new moon. 2 witnesses have to confirm the sighting. Upon agreement, the 2 witnesses report to the high priest. When the new moon is confirmed, the trumpet or the shofar, ram's horn, is blown. So you can see humanity's timekeeping system is different than God's. And it's easy to see how the concepts of time are different and not on the same page. God marks time from month to month on a lunar calendar. The issue is not a mathematical calculation. It is a legal matter of truthful verification as far as God is concerned. And this is stated throughout the law. And the best example of it is Deuteronomy 19, verse 15. Again, this is restated in other places in the law. A single witness shall not rise up against a man on account of an iniquity or any sin which is committed. On the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses, a matter shall be confirmed. And that's what this is talking about. And it's the same thing that's going to happen later on in Revelation with the 2 witnesses. Those 2 witnesses are going to bear witness against the sin of humanity. So the issue is a matter of legal verification of a fact. And that's the way it is with this new moon. So Friday, Tishri 1 on a Hebrew calendar, begins after sunset on Thursday, September 21st, Gregorian calendar, and continues until sunset Friday, September 22, Gregorian calendar. So a day officially works from sunset to sunset as far as God's timekeeping goes, and we get that from the beginning in Genesis, from the creation. Now, with the establishment of the new moon and month, the remainder of God's fall appointments can be proclaimed and dated. The appointments below are converted to a Western Gregorian calendar. So trumpets, Yom Teruah, Friday, effectively will operate on Friday, September 22nd. Day of Atonement, or Yom Kippur, which would be Sunday, October 1st. Feast of Tabernacles, or Sukkot, Friday, October 6th through Thursday, October 12th. The last great day, Friday, October the 13th. Secular Israel celebrates the new month of Tishri and calls it their new year, Rosh Hashanah. Israelis are celebrating the beginning of year 5778. Note, God calls Tishri the 7th month. And we get that from Numbers 29:1. Now in the 7th month, on the first day, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work, and it will be a day for blowing trumpets. You can also check that out. Leviticus 23, verses 23 through 25. God's new year begins in the spring. And we get that from Exodus 12, verses 1 through 2. Now the Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, This month shall be the beginning of months for you. It is to be the first month of the year to you. And that sets off the spring holidays. Nisan or Abib is the first month on a Hebrew calendar. So you can see man and humanity, whether it's the Jews or Western civilization or Chinese or Islam or whatever your calendar is, at odds with God's way of keeping time. And then, of course, that phrase of that day or hour no one knows, only the Father. Well, that's very obvious. Humanity is no roadmap for telling time accurately. So, again, Yom Teruah, Feast of Trumpets, has been declared. Appreciate you guys listening. Take care. Have a good holiday. Thanks.